Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Vanessa. This is Nessa CX Beauty, and today we are going to be doing a review and wear test with the brand new Covergirl Outlast Extreme Wear Foundation. This is the component. She retails for $10.49 and has 1 fluid ounce. Now y'all, the first thing that I thought when I saw this foundation is that it looks like it's in the exact same component as the True Blend foundation. So I think CoverGirl is reusing their bottles, which is awesome. And they are cruelty free now. So this one does have the cruelty free stamp, while the True Blend does not, because it came out when they were not cruelty free. So that is also something to consider. Some things about this foundation is that it's supposed to last 24 hours. It's full coverage, it has SPF 18, and it's supposed to be transfer proof, humidity proof, sweat proof, and all of that jazz. The #1 claim that it has is that it's a primer, concealer, foundation all in one, but I did only use it as a foundation. I'm a girl that needs primer before my foundation, so I did use all of the other things in conjunction with this. But it claims to be all three. So if you do like 3-in-1s, this one might be your girl. But if y'all are interested in seeing a wear test and review, just continue watching. So first off, we're moisturizing with this vitamin C cream from Murad, and then priming with the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Plus primer. Going in with the foundation. Here is the consistency. It is very, very runny, so be mindful of that. It's a pretty good match on my skin. I'm really proud of myself. But when I was smelling it, it smelled like alcohol. So I had to check the ingredients, and ding, 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 denatured alcohol was one of the top half ingredients. So if you do have dry skin, do keep that in mind. Y'all, I struggled with building this foundation up. Look at this. It's marketed as full coverage, but it don't look full coverage at all. Heading in with my CoverGirl True Blend Concealer in Buff Beige M150. This is one of my tried and trues, and part of the reason why I was so excited for this foundation, because this concealer is bomb. Now I'm just going to go in with my Pretty Vulgar Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm placing this everywhere that I place my concealer. I use this one on a daily. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with my Ulta setting powder. This, I'm just going around my entire face to make sure that the foundation stays in place. Now I'm using my Believe Beauty Trio. This has been loved, but it's definitely one of my favorite trios. The contour shade, the blush shade are amazing to me. So I hit pan on that. And for highlight, y'all know I gotta go in with my Arclo Cosmetics Magnetic Field Highlighter. Look at that shine. And now we're just gonna set our face with the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Setting Spray. This is actually the setting spray that I've been using for the past 2 months, and I am infatuated with it. And now we're gonna dry that off. This is how the completed face is looking. Oof, I need to fill in my eyebrows a little bit. I see it, I see it. Don't make fun of it. And time of makeup completion is 2:40. That's how we are looking. It is actually looking pretty beautiful on the skin. I am a little bit upset about the coverage claims, but we'll see if it's actually long wear, because we know now it is not full coverage. We know now this liquidy. We know now this is very comparable to the fresh wear, which a lot of people do love, but I personally don't. So we'll see how this acts with my face throughout the day. I will be back. I did want to show you guys some natural light shots. We are looking pretty damn good. I'll be back later though. Alright y'all, so we have reached the 6-hour mark. It is 8:44 p.m. and we're about to do this close-up. It's looking pretty dry. Right here. Right here. My nose looks like it's come off a bit. And it's separating. I can see this even more. And I can see this even more. Forehead looks fine. Today I barely exerted myself, but I did walk my dog, and when I did walk my dog, I put on a face mask so I can see how much foundation comes off, if any. And this is the face mask. As you can see, foundation did come off from the nose part. That's where my nose was. And then everything else, as you can see, just came off on the mask. Alright, so let's be real. At the 6-hour mark, it does not look terrible. It does not look amazing. Like, if I were to use my NARS foundation, my foundation would look amazing at this point. But it doesn't look completely terrible. We're gonna wear it for about 3 more hours to see if it does break apart even more. But at this point, it looks like I'm losing foundation here, and I went over this 3 times, and I went over this around 3 times as well. Again, the foundation is marketed as full coverage. But if it ain't full coverage on me, it sure as hell will not be full coverage on somebody who has more hyperpigmentation than this. But I'll see you later. Alright, y'all, so it is 11:58 p.m. aka we've had this on for like almost 9.5 hours, but I'm gonna call it a quits now because I am so sleepy and I think I know how I feel about this foundation. But I'm gonna zoom in for the last time. 9 hours in. So just to point some things out, these are getting a little bit deep and cracky. And I'm just pointing that out because some foundations don't even do that on the 10th hour with me. My nose, y'all already know what went down with the mask. It don't look like it's getting any better, but it doesn't look like it got any worse since earlier. The sides look fine. These are still poking through. My forehead, it looks okay for the 9th hour. But how am I feeling about it? How am I feeling about this brand new foundation that I was so excited for? I'm feeling a little bit underwhelmed, and do not get me wrong, it is not a bad foundation. There are some foundations that look terrible on me on the 4th hour. This 9 and almost half hours later actually doesn't look terrible. But in comparison with my Holy Grails, it doesn't hold anything in the wind with them. So for that reason, I'm just like, eh. But then another thing that just got me really upset about this foundation is the claim that it's full coverage. That's one of the claims that I usually buy into a lot. And I feel like a lot of people will buy into it because it does say full coverage. But again, I will repeat, if it's not full coverage for me and my skin type and like my skin concerns, I don't think it would be full coverage for somebody who has more skin concerns. And I relatively have few. So that's what I'm going to say about the coverage part. It's upsetting. But is it a good medium coverage foundation? Yeah, it's totally fine. It smells a little alcohol-y, so I probably wouldn't wear it every single day. I don't think this would be an everyday foundation for me. My skin does feel like it has nothing on, but the fact that it does have denatured alcohol kind of sort of like on the top half of the ingredients makes me a little wearisome because I am more on the dry side in terms of my skin type. So take what you will from that. I will give this foundation like a B. And a B isn't bad. It's a passing grade, but it's just like not my favorite, not my least favorite. It's in the middle, pretty standard. If you like full coverage, matte, natural foundations kind of thing, I would highly recommend the NARS Soft Matte or the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. These two have been working wonders with me. One is more on the expensive side and the other one is more inexpensive, so depending on your preference, you can choose one of these if you have similar, you know, skin concerns or skin type to me. These might be better suited for you. Or one of my other holy grails, the Maybelline 24-hour Stay Matte. This is also amazing and inexpensive, so I would rather prefer or recommend those to y'all if y'all have similar tastes as I do. But on the other hand, if you are a tried and true lover of the fresh wear, I do think you will like this foundation. And that's all I have to say about this foundation. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.